Hey everybody, it's Babs from Brunch with Babs. And do I have a tip for you? If you share my passion for classic style and joyful living, you're gonna love Birch Lane. Their timeless furniture and decor is carefully crafted to bring joy to your home for years to come, just like the memories you make there. Plus, it's delivered fast and free. Shop my hand-picked Birch Lane collection and more classic styles at birchlane.com.
I had the time of my life. I never felt this way before.
From building timelines to assigning the right people and even spotting risks across dozens of projects, Monday Sidekick knows your business, thinks ahead, and takes action. One click on the star and consider it done.
And I owe it all to you.
Try Monday Sidekick. AI you'll love to use on Monday.com.
For exclusive podcasts and more, sign up at patreon.com/partnersincrimemedia.
This week's Law & Order Marathon winner is Nicole Lowry of New York, New York. Nicole will get a marathon decal showing she watched 26.2 hours of her favorite crime show. To be next week's winner, sign up at lawandorderpodcast.com.
I'm Kevin Flynn with Rebecca Lavoie and Roberta Blevins, and these are their stories.
You think you know who did it, but you don't know who did it. Law and order, law and order, law and order. It's no ordinary police procedural, baby. It's the FNOG of police procedurals, baby. Law and order, law and order, law and order, law and order. These are their stories, these are their stories.
Welcome to These Are Their Stories, the podcast about network TV's most enduring crime franchise and the real-life cases that inspired their shows. I'm Kevin Flynn. Each podcast will break down an episode from either Criminal Intent, SVU, or Original Recipe. And today we're looking at Special Victims Unit, Season 19, Episode 7, Something Happened.
That was Leah, not you. He loved me. Not like he loved Leah. You were jealous. Jealous of your sister.
Joining me to do just that is true crime author and the host of Crime Writers On and Netflix's You Can't Make This Up podcast. It's Rebecca Lavoie. Hello, Rebecca.
Hi, Kevin.
And rounding out our panel is our special returning guest from the Life After MLM podcast. It's Roberta Blevins. Hello, Roberta.
Hey.
I don't want to put you on the spot. I guess I'm really not, because as soon as Rebecca saw you, she brought this up. But she says that you are the best smelling person she's ever stood next to.
Oh, my God. It's true.
Yeah, I have expensive taste in perfume.
Yeah. Yeah, it rubbed off on somebody, too.
So can I just say, we met at an event that... a controversial big event a couple of years ago. And I met you and we got along super well. And I gave you a hug and I was like, oh my God, you smell incredible. And you gave me this tip. You were like, Black Opium by YSL. And you were like, get the sample size. And I got the sample size and then I immediately went all whole hog on the giant size. So thank you for making me smell the way I do, because it's all because of you.
Yeah, I love Black Opium. I still wear it. It's like my fall scent. My other favorites are like all the Gucci Flora. Those are my
I have that
favorites.
too because of you.
Yeah, I like the blue.
Oh, my goodness.
My boyfriend for my birthday this year got me the big yellow one.
Ooh.
And very rarely do I ever buy the big, huge one. I'm like, I'm never going to use it this much. So I've been just using it as like body spray, just like head to toe. So
right.
I smell like gardenias or jasmine or something. I don't know, but it could be worse.
The way Rebecca talked about you, I thought she was making a swap here.
Is this because I'm a lesbian?
Stop it.
I'm just saying, it just was just a little too enthusiastic.
Look at the hair.
about.
Look at the hair. You smelled her in person. It's pretty incredible.
I have, but I'm a gentleman. You know,
Yes.
I'm not going to go on and on
Also,
about
I hear
it.
she has a lot of leggings that I might be able to borrow.
Yeah, it's
I don't have as many leggings as I used to. Yeah.
still got something in the trunk there to sell when you go downtown. Fantastic. Hey, Roberta, remind us of all the franchises. Which two cops are your favorite Law and Order detective team?
Favorite Law and Order detective team.
I like Olivia Benson. I think she's my favorite. So everybody that comes along with her is good by me. I'm a Swiftie, and Taylor named one of her cats after her, and that's good enough for me.
She sure did. Her better cat, apparently.
Yeah, totally.
And we had this come up on a recent episode, but do you think when Taylor Swift calls that cat, she calls for Olivia or calls for Benson, just like Cragen would do?
Oh my gosh. I don't know. Probably You know what? I don't know.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift is a very specific lyricist. She would have no problem just saying Olivia Benson to her
The
kids.
whole name.
No problem with that. Yeah.
All right, now let's take a look at the first half of this episode. Special Victims Unit, Season 19, Episode 7, Something Happened. Just a note, we're going to be talking about fictional detectives investigating fictional crimes against fictional victims. If you still find that especially heinous, you might want to check out another one of our episodes.
That means we're going to be laughing at something that sounds horrible to be laughing at.
Yes. Fair warning. All right. Hey, as part of the field trip that none of those fifth graders will ever forget, Laurel Linwood is found unresponsive on the floor of the Natural History Museum behind the stuffed rhinoceros.
Security called 911. They took her to St. Vincent's and the hospital called us.
Was she raped?
That's what she told the doctor. They did a rape kit. Tox screen was clean. And Lieutenant, I gotta warn you, she's in real bad shape. We couldn't get her to say anything.
Laurel says she can't remember what happened to her yesterday, so Lieutenant Olivia Benson works slowly and patiently to get her to open up. She remembers her reaction to an exhibit about cheetahs who prey on antelope and how it reminds her of all the men in the street stalking her. And Carisi and Rollins learns that yesterday was the funeral of Laurel's father, a prominent surgeon. She seemed to be retracing scenes from her childhood, like their trips to the museum, the perfectly breaded calamari that they'd eat at Bellini's, and the fact that everyone loved her little sister way more than her.
Yes.
Small details start to come back to the victim, like having been at a bar, an apartment in Chelsea, the fact her attacker wore the same expensive watch and aftershave that her father did, and something about a pair of scissors. Tutuola and Carisi locate the bar and learn that she'd been having drinks with Greg Harvey. The ID makes Laurel even more despondent and angry about her attack, but Benson counsels her that she understands her pain. Then, as Finn and Sonny go to arrest Harvey, they find him in bed, a pair of scissors stuck in his head. Well, yeah, right in the cheek, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's get into this laugh-a-minute episode.
Let's do it.
I'm traumatized.
It was a laugh a minute.
Every episode you've ever sent me has been at least, I mean, there were some funny parts, obviously.
Oh, yeah, there were.
Yeah.
Very dramatic and soapy, and like we really loved that part. But like the other two that I've done have been a little more actually laugh a minute. And you're like, here's the link to the laugh a minute episode. And immediately I was like, oh no, this is going to be so bad. And it was just dark and then darker still. And I'm so excited to get into it.
So they open with a bunch of school kids learning about cheetahs.
The cheetah is the fastest animal on the planet, and it can eat up to 22 pounds of meat in one sitting.
Like Billy? Mrs. Strayson?
Stay with the class, Linda.
I don't think she's okay.
And that's going to be a theme in the episode, cheetahs, and not cheetahs specifically, but they come back and predators and things like that. We find out that the cheetah is the fastest animal.
Mm-hmm.
And did you know that there are no confirmed cases of a cheetah ever killing a human?
That explains why Liv was like, no, I can't relate to being hunted by a cheetah.
Because I live in New York.
Because they've never killed a person. So I've never been hunted by one of those.
Yeah. This is where I'm going. I'm going right to the cheetahs.
Okay.
And instead of the
dark stuff?
The dark stuff. The cheetahs are actually very surprisingly docile. Roberta, they've been successfully domesticated. Although I think Carol Baskin from Tiger King would disapprove of that. Mm-hmm. Cheetahs aren't built for combat with full-sized animals, including humans. They're built for speed, they're built for caution, and they're built for selling Cheetos.
Right. Which hot Cheetos were actually invented right down the street from where I am right now.
Wait a minute, there's a big controversy about that, right?
Really?
Do you know the controversy about the hot Cheetos?
No.
Apparently, like the night janitor swears that he came up with the formula or the recipe for it and that they screwed him out of it. And there was like it wasn't a completely wacky claim, that there was something to that.
Really?
Yes.
And you just had that fact right at the tip of your tongue.
Well, I looked up, I said, what does Cheetos mean? And it means it's short for cheesy Frito.
Okay.
And I thought maybe there's something about a cheetah in that. Like, no, okay. But it was like, what about the controversy? I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that. And moved on. Anyway, I'm a sponge for stupid shit.
You know what the real controversy around Cheetos is?
No.
The fact that when you eat a whole bag of them, it rips the shit out of the roof of your mouth. Like, yeah, it really does. They cause injuries all the time, the Cheetos.
Yeah, it's like your fingers will never recover from the orange.
The debate at my house is always like crunchy or puffs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And like, I don't really care because I think they're both delicious.
Yeah.
My boyfriend eats them with chopsticks because he doesn't like to get the orange stuff all over his fingers.
That's really smart. So
wild.
smart.
I was like, I never thought of this before, but smart.
Does he also eat M&Ms with a spoon?
No, I don't.
Like from that Seinfeld episode?
No, you got to watch the M&Ms with this guy. He will pile drive a whole bag, and you'll be like, "Hey, can I get a? Where'd the M&Ms go? Gone." I thought it was really strange that like the museum opening crew like missed this body hanging out behind the cheetah, or behind the rhino statue. Was she there all night, or did she like stumble in the morning?
I think she came back because at night she was, you know where she was at night, right?
Stabbing someone in the face with a pair of
scissors. So she came back, and I don't know why she would go back to the museum other than...
Cozy memories of Dad.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We know there's so many cozy memories with Dad.
Roberta, I want you to know that on my 6th grade field trip, and this is honest to God truth, we were in Boston Harbor, and we had to take a little tugboat ferry out to one of the islands where there was like a colonial era fortification or something. And as our boat was going out, we discovered the body of a dead mobster floating in the water.
Oh my God.
That is one I will not forget.
Really?
Really,
wow.
Yeah. We had a circle around it, and some guy on a boat came, and I don't know why, like, we had to stay.
Why doesn't this
That's
story come up
maritime.
more often? I don't think I've ever heard this story before.
Oh, it's something.
I've known you for a really long time.
I was saving it for this episode.
Field trips in Southern California were totally different. We went to the Natural History Museum, and there was a woman there that like made fresh tortillas, and you got to eat, and then you left and you went home.
Wow.
Yeah, that's on a whole nother level.
They have the good zoos, aquariums, and museums down there. They really do.
Oh.
Yeah, we got good stuff.
So the first clue is that Laurel's attacker wore Old Spice aftershave. So now we are looking for someone who drives a Trans Am from 1976.
Right. So we are supposed to believe that this man wears Old Spice aftershave and wears a Vacheron Constantine watch.
Yeah, that's
at the same time.
That's a $70,000 watch,
at least,
and a $3 bottle of aftershave.
Yes, and I can actually confirm that this is true because I gotta pull Mr. F into this. He is a watch collector. He absolutely loves watches. Most of his expensive watches were gifts from his father and things like that. But he was like, oh my gosh, that's a very expensive watch. Knew exactly. And if you go into the bathroom right now and you look on the counter, there is a bottle of Old Spice aftershave. I was like, what are you wearing this for? He's like, I don't know. It's like, it's easy to get and it's like, I like it. And I like, my dad wore it. And like, sometimes it's this stuff called active prints I've never heard of before. But also I've never had a boyfriend that actually wore aftershave. But this man does. And he does
he's
have
just trying to keep up with your wonderful smell.
That's right.
I guess, but I mean, I would 100% agree with you if I did not see it with my own two eyes. A man with an expensive watch and cheap aftershave.
Kevin has an expensive watch that I bought him a long time ago for like a 50th birthday. And then, or a long time ago.
Yeah, stop
and
it.
Then
so long.
He wears my favorite scent. What is my favorite scent? Speed Stick.
Speed Stick, yeah, there you go.
100%. So hot.
But only under my arms. I don't splash it on.
Put the Speed Stick on your face. That would be weird.
So Laurel's pretty much wound up like a 10-day clock, right? And she takes that whole metaphor of the cheetah targeting the antelope and she stretches it into this thing where it's when the men stare at you in public.
What do they expect? That you'll forget your plans. You'll forget you had to go to work. You'll ditch everything. Everything on your schedule and just lift up your skirts and do it on the sidewalk.
Now, I'm not saying she's wrong, but...
Kevin.
What?
What are you talking about?
Okay, I don't want to like tell on the manosphere here, but I don't think that men expect that the women that they see walking down the street will stop and lift up their skirt and invite them to have sex there. But if it did happen, math would be calculated in their head.
It happened this one time.
It happened this one over 10 million.
Yeah.
You're like, well, I'm just not gonna object out of principle.
I just have to say, catcalls must work occasionally. Otherwise, they would not exist. I remember being like a child walking down the street and being catcalled and being like, why would anyone do that?
Right.
And my friend being like, because it must have worked sometime.
It was that Harvard sweatshirt
just
you were
turning
wearing.
around and being like, yeah.
Or it's just like any attention, regardless of positive or negative, is what they're looking for, right?
Yeah.
So even if you're like, ew, gross pig, they're like, she talked to me. That's a check mark in the plus department.
Pulled out my pigtails. So Rollins and Carisi go to Laurel's office to try to figure out where she was yesterday, and her assistant says that yesterday was her father's funeral. You know what she didn't say was that she went, because she probably didn't. It was more like, we'll all sign the card and just pick up the slack for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you notice the very specific directions around the sister that the assistant gave?
No.
That's her sister, Leah. She's a lawyer
You know where we can find her?
at a firm in Midtown.
Oh, yeah, we'll find her.
So easy. So easy to find out who that is. There's only one, right? Only one law office in Midtown Manhattan.
Some lawyer named Linwood. Yeah.
She has hair. She wears shoes sometimes. Pretty easy.
She's white.
We'll
All
find
right,
her.
way to narrow it down. Yeah. So Laurel's stream of consciousness goes from the perfectly breaded calamari of her youth to a bar in the 20s where the calamari is overbreaded and that there was soccer on the TV, which is the perfect business model to attract tourists, right? Come for the soccer, stay for the fried squid.
Okay, so grab Laurel's DMV photo and check out all the bars in Chelsea that had soccer playing on the TV last night.
That's a lot of bars.
Yeah, so start at 26th and 8th and look extra hard at the ones that served calamari.
Got it.
So Finn actually went to a pub called the Blarney Stone and asked if they had calamari.
Yeah.
They have wings.
No calamari, excellent chicken wings.
Apparently soccer's for girls.
Yeah, I said they had good wings.
Yeah, which means he ate some, which means he was like, do you have calamari? And they said no. But he was like, I see here, though, that you have wings. May I have some? As Carisi was in the bar next door asking if they play soccer, and someone there says, what, soccer's for girls?
Yes, but they didn't actually use the word girls.
Oh, in the bar, you mean?
Yeah, in the bar. They used a different word instead of girls. He
Yeah.
was being like,
Carisi's very polite. He's got nieces.
yeah.
I just thought it was funny when it was like, no, we don't have calamari, that it wasn't to leave and go to the next place on the list, but it was like, well, I've heard your chicken wings are pretty good. Can I get an order? Like, well, while I wait really quick.
Blue cheese, buffalo on the side.
It's like, where you been? Well, they had to do up a whole, I wanted ranch and they brought me blue cheese.
Yep.
And it was
It
a
was a
whole
whole
thing.
thing.
Yep. We have a couple of, hey, it's that girls.
Hey, it's that girl.
Can you tell me the name of the actress playing rape victim Laurel Linwood?
Did someone force your legs open? Did they lie on top of you like you're nothing more than a mattress and then force themselves into you like a knife, stabbing your soul over and over and over again? Pity isn't going to bring my soul back, nor is false sympathy or whatever it is you're doing right here.
That one I don't know.
No, that's Melora Walters. She played Bill's sister-in-law Wanda on Big Love. Remember that one? You also saw her as Claudia in Magnolia and as Jessie in Boogie Nights. That character in Boogie Nights was the one that she married Don Cheadle's character, and they got out of porn and they opened a high-fidelity stereo store together at the end.
Yeah.
The one happy ending from, well, there were a lot
The
of
world's
happy endings,
saddest
but
movie.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. She was also Anna's mother, Kathy, in the Hulu teen raunch comedy series Pen 15. And it's funny because Pen 15 looks
It's
like penis.
yes.
Yeah. You know, I looked up her credits because I was like, she looks so familiar. What do I know her from? Usually I can go, oh, it's that person, like, obviously. I was like, okay, I've seen that show. Oh, yeah, okay. She's in so many shows I've watched for an episode or two. Just a brilliant character actress where I'm just like, she's in everything. And I could not pick her out of a lineup if you asked me to.
Yeah,
Because
she was incredible.
she looks different in all of, even the, like, her IMDb photo looked nothing like the character that she was playing. But she has a very familiar face, and it's because she's in everything.
That's right.
Well, fans of Seinfeld will remember her as George's girlfriend who went topless on the trip to the Hamptons. And then she got an eyeful of shrinkage.
Oh, yes.
That was her. She married Dylan Walsh from the show Nip Tuck. Do you remember?
Oh,
Dylan
yeah.
Walsh. They had 2 children before they divorced. Her son, Tom, is a sous chef in Baltimore. And in 2023, he rescued a stranger from a submerged car in the Inner Harbor.
Wow.
Car went over, she jumped in, saved him. Pretty cool.
Good
right?
swimming lesson, parents right there.
Apparently so. But who will ever forget her role in the ABC After School Special?
No.
It's Only Rock and Roll.
No. What is that about?
Satan, probably.
Yeah. She was in the band Haley's Comet.
Okay.
In which the lead singer is played by Gina from Sesame Street.
Oh, okay.
And the band someone gets arrested for indecency because Gina from Sesame Street performed in a black bra and sang a song that included the lyrics, "My boyfriend respects me too much."
Oh, so she wanted to get porked.
Yeah. That was basically the 1980s version of Wet Ass Pussy.
Oh, Gina.
Oh, wow.
Gina's been on so many Law and Order episodes, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. She keeps showing up.
And they respect her too much.
Gina!
Tell me, who's the actress playing the sister to Leah?
I know this one.
Who is that?
I think her name is, it's Joanna Going.
It was decades ago, Laurel. We never even talked about it. Why would you tell a stranger?
Yes, Joanna Going.
Yes. I know what I know her from.
What?
She was in Mad Men. She played the soap actress who sort of reeled in Megan, Don Draper's hot second wife. And they tried to make out with her, right?
Yeah, try to get them to swing.
Yes.
And Megan was down for it, but Don Draper was too uptight.
So square.
He was so square.
The guy who fucked everybody was like, nope, too far. I don't want you singing Zooby Zooby Zoo in my living room, and I don't want you trying to get me into a threesome, even though I've done that behind your back 700 times.
That's totally Don Draper.
Yeah.
Joanna, you just saw her as Mrs. Saunders in The Pit.
Oh, she was in The Pit. That's right.
She was the mom with the son everyone thinks is a school shooter.
That's right.
I haven't seen that yet. It's
so
on my list.
Good.
Well, you've got to see it. Season 2 comes out tomorrow.
We can just stop the show right now and talk about The Pit the rest of the time.
Absolutely. I loved it. I have one question, though, and so Roberta won't be able to answer it, but Rebecca, so they have this big mass casualty incident from Pit Fest.
Yes.
Why is Pit Fest being held on a school day?
I don't know.
They can't be worried about a school shooter on Saturday, can they?
No.
No, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. That's your takeaway from this outstanding television show?
Yeah.
One of my clients at the salon, I don't know, somehow she saw it. She's an older woman. And she was like, oh, there's this show that I saw, and I don't know how they get away with it. There was a man, and you saw his literal penis. And I was like, it's probably an HBO show. And she's like, well, I saw it on regular TV. And I was like, okay, well, you might be on the wrong streaming service because I'm pretty sure that's an HBO show. And she's like, and then there was a woman who was literally crowning. I don't know how they get away with this on TV. And I was like, again, I'm pretty sure it comes on later and it's probably on HBO. But she was very adamant that it was on regular TV. And
it had
been a marathon on TNT.
It was on TNT.
But I thought they probably would have changed the language.
I guess they didn't cut the dirty parts.
Right. The penis was from a guy on a stretcher where you cut, it wasn't like he was.
She said he was peeing or something.
Yeah,
she
it wasn't like
that guy. Oh, yeah.
She
was very.
And by the way, there's nothing less sexy than seeing a woman crowning.
Right.
The baby's head coming out of some fur is not exactly a sexual portrayal.
Yeah.
I said, it sounds like a realistic, gritty TV drama in a hospital. And she goes, that's exactly what it is. So I was like, okay, well, that's exactly what it sounds like.
So do you know what Melora Walters and Joanna Going have in common?
What?
Brown hair.
They were both married to Dylan Walsh from the show Nip Tuck.
Before or after this thing was filmed?
Before.
They were married before and divorced before the filming.
Yeah, they came as, okay, well, let me tell you. So they had one child.
Tell us everything.
Yeah. They had one child before they were divorced. In fact, Dylan divorced Melora in July 2003, and Joanna gave birth to their child 4 months later.
Oh.
But surprisingly, they are good friends. So they've done work together. I mean, their children are half siblings.
That's a lot of healing.
That is a lot of healing.
A lot of therapy. It's so funny. Kevin is friendly with my ex-husband. And it's like it's always surprising because they're very different, but they get along super well. And Kevin's like, well, we have something in common. And I'm like, ew.
Oh my God.
Ew.
Oh, well, we're into the same things.
Ew.
Or at least he used to be.
Stop it.
Just saying.
Yuck.
What did I say?
Yuck.
We do have a Hey, It's That Guy.
Hey, it's that guy.
Can you tell me the name of the actor playing the bartender?
Yeah, she got here early, maybe around 7:30. Sat by herself, staring at a vodka rocks.
Did she leave alone?
I didn't finish. About 8:30, a guy joined her.
That guy's name is Chris Cafaro. He's had bit parts in Chicago Fire, Will Trent, and The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. But he's also the voice of Farmer McBarm in Sesame Street Mecha Builders.
Oh, okay.
But you might remember him from the series Inventing Anna.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that one, Anna Delvey?
Okay.
That was great.
He was one of the businessmen that they were being interviewed about the Anna Delvey article. He was the one who said Anna came to his office and took a huge shit in the bathroom without any toilet paper, and it smelled up the whole conference room, and she played it off like nothing happened. Do you remember that scene?
Power move.
Yeah, that's a power move.
Wow.
Said he hadn't smelled anything that bad since he went to Chipotle with Snuffleupagus, and he got a whole bunch of Old Spice.
Okay.
Okay, so that bartender remembers Laurel coming in early.
Yes.
The guy hitting on her, them walking out, and the best clue of all.
You know his name?
Sorry.
And they left together?
Arm in arm. They bought a box together for Sunday's Jets-Bucks game. Take a look.
Here we go. Laurel Linwood and Greg Harvey.
Thanks, man.
Not everybody knows what these are, but you see these on like Super Bowl a lot, right? Where you put your name in a grid, and then the numbers are assigned randomly, and then like the top and the bottom, and if the score matches where your square is, you win the money.
Thanks for explaining that to the ladies, Kevin.
I'm explaining for people in the audience. I'm not. Roberta's nodding. She knows. She's done plenty of squares. Yeah.
Oh, I know too.
So, but basically, they put both their names in. They write in one box, Laurel Linwood and Greg Harvey, the worst pre-murder activity you probably can do.
No, that would be Keno.
Well, you don't put your name on the Keno card. I mean, you might as well go out and carve their initials in a fucking tree.
Oh, that's true. That's true. They were kissing.
I was like,
in a tree.
regardless of who was guilty of what, like if he's guilty of rape or she's guilty of murder, like both of them wrote their names down in their last known public place together. It's just like, hello.
The ironic thing might be that they could win that pool, and neither of them will have to come back and collect the money. So Laurel tells Olivia that Harvey had another thing in common with the father. Oh, no, you already stole my joke,
Wait.
or I'm going to have to skip over that. Okay, right, yeah.
I was like, did he marry Dylan Walsh too?
That's right. It's possible. Dylan Walsh got around.
Clearly.
Yeah, apparently he was in everything in Hollywood.
Hey.
Okay. So Finn and Carisi get an arrest warrant. How exactly? Because the victim hadn't identified Harvey yet, and all they got on him was that they left the bar together. So some judge said, okay, fine, round him up.
That's right. He had a 6'2" in the football square. Go get him.
Go get him. That's right. Yeah. He had 2 5s. It'll never happen. So when they go and they find Harvey dead in the bed, stabbed in the head with a pair of scissors that they used to cut a ribbon at a grocery store. Those were giant fucking scissors.
Those are big scissors.
What does a man need big scissors like that for? Is he clipping coupons or something?
Those are like fabric scissors.
Is he like cutting bolts of fabric? Yeah. Is he like...
Kevin, that's very, very gendered of you to assume that he would not be into sewing.
Yeah, he might really like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He quilts.
He might be into the fabric arts.
He's got the $200,000 watch, but he darns his socks to save money.
That's right.
He quilts for memories.
He quilts.
It's an heirloom gift, Kevin.
It's a magic touch. Magic touch. I will say I think that Harvey pretty much, though, had it coming. Because he popped into a bar and found a girl that he's chatting up. She just came to her father's funeral, and he's like, yeah, I'm going to hit that.
Yep. She's vulnerable.
I'm getting that tonight.
Do you like Old Spice?
Nothing hotter than a grieving daughter. Am I right?
Yeah, he's like, I'll take a bereavement. Fuck, why not? What a dog.
Fake people. Fake people.
I thought it was really strange how she like started slut shaming herself for like hooking up with somebody in her grief on the night of her father's funeral. I was like, girl, that's probably a lot more common than you think.
That's right. I love when her sister's like, It's fine. You just had sex with him. It's fine.
It's not a big
There's
deal.
nothing wrong with that.
Well, we know that sister's getting it. So.
Hey everybody, it's Babs. I am so excited to tell you about Birch Lane, a brand that shares my passion for classic style and joyful living. Their classic furniture and decor helps you celebrate it all, from big holiday gatherings to everyday moments at home. Each piece is carefully crafted and delivered fast and free so you can celebrate what matters most. Shop my hand-picked Birch Lane collection and more classic styles at birchlane.com.
Had the time of my life. I never felt this way before.
From building timelines to assigning the right people and even spotting risks across dozens of projects, Monday Sidekick knows your business, thinks ahead, and takes action. One click on the star and consider it done.
And I owe it all to you.
Try Monday Sidekick. AI you'll love to use on Monday.com.
DSW, birthplace of the humble brag. Here, the shoes are so good, no one would ever know how little you paid. If you didn't go telling everyone, that is. And with never-ending options for every style, mood, and occasion, all at really great prices, we'll definitely give you something to brag about. So go ahead, stock up on fresh sneakers from your favorite brands, or try those boots you always secretly knew you could pull off. Find the shoes that get you at prices that get your budget at DSW stores or at DSW.com. Let us surprise you.
All right, now let's take a look at the second half of this episode.
Oh my God, Roberta's face. She's so disgusted by you.
Rollins says the evidence backs up their new theory that Laurel Linwood killed Greg Harvey in his bed.
Good news. Preliminary test results from the rape kit. Greg Harvey is the one who had sex with Laurel. And the bad news, the prints from Laurel's coffee cup match a print found on the scissors in Harvey's neck.
Now considered a suspect, Laurel is moved into an interrogation room and her sister Leah acts as her attorney. As the direction of questioning turns, Laurel challenges Benson to reveal the time that she acted out of violence when being attacked. Then she turns on her sister, still resentful that Daddy gave her all the attention. Laurel says that she once peeked through the pool house window and spotted Daddy giving her all the attention. Benson notes that Harvey was wearing the same aftershave and watch as her father and asks whether maybe she was projecting. Laurel says that she was also abused by her father, who would climb into her bed at age 6 because he thought she was beautiful. Now Laurel thinks that she and Olivia may have way more in common and assumes that her father molested her too, meaning not Laurel's father molested Olivia, because that would really be a lot.
Yeah.
Olivia's father, yeah.
That's too meta.
Laurel's father got around, in other words. No.
Apparently so. Yeah, so Laurel asks whether or not she also walked around in her panties to get Daddy's attention. Finn and Barba try to get her to end this emotionally fraught interview, but instead Olivia closes the blinds and has some real talk with the suspect. Benson opens up about never knowing her father, who raped her mother and started a family with another woman, but she pivots back to Laurel and the details of her childhood rape. They're not adding up. While she uses the language of true victims recalling her night with Harvey, her stories about her father are filled with longing. Laurel reveals that she was jealous of Leah and the attention that she got from her father, and wonders aloud why he never wanted to molest her. She admits that she pretended Harvey was her father and waited until he was asleep before stabbing him in the head.
Oh my fucking God.
Okay, so this is one of these episodes that seems intentionally written to be an Emmy Award submissions tape. The tone and everything very different from all the other episodes of the season. There always seems to be sort of one where it gives, some of the stars the opportunity to show off their chops, right?
The worst part is that he never even looked for me.
But what the hell? He was a scumbag rapist. He raped my mother. And I was just collateral damage.
Crying. They're crying.
Yeah, well, I mean, the rest of the time, it's a little formulaic. They don't really get to go, very highs, very lows. What color was the car, that kind of shit. Mariska Hargitay was nominated for an Emmy Award 8 times. One win between 2004 and 2011. All that streak, and then nothing. No nominations at all. The year that this came out, The nominees in that category included Elizabeth Moss in The Handmaid's Tale, Sandra Oh in Killing Eve, Kerry Russell in The Americans, Evan Rachel Wood in Westworld, and the winner Claire Foy in The Crown. None of those shows are on network TV. Let's talk about the acting for a second. Why do you think the juicier roles, Rebecca, have left network TV and other places?
I don't know if because network TV needs to pay the bills in a different way than other places do. Like people, you don't subscribe to ABC. It's just part of like your package, right? And so Netflix, etc., like you got to pay them. So they got to basically make shows that are like movies, like HBO does. Meanwhile, ABC is just like, we need to crank these shit out. We need to like make 28 episodes so we can get all those advertisers in. So yeah, it's
I
just
don't think any of those other shows had more than 13 episodes.
No, they were all
that's
short
fair, so they
seasons.
can be really tight.
Prestige TV used to be long seasons and now it's short seasons. That's a whole thing.
Yeah. Roberto, now that we've established that you can see Peen on HBO, do you think that that's sort of like, okay, this is where all the dramatic risk-taking can be, and that's why Emmy judges go for those kinds of things as opposed to somebody who's on ABC, NBC, CBS every week?
You know, when I think of like network television, I think of the stuff that like everybody's going to like. It's like the everyman, the family, the sitcom, the funny thing, the thing you sit down for 30 minutes and just forget about your day. When I want something that's gritty and something that's like feels real and something that like really brings me in, like it's always on something like HBO or Netflix where you can show that stuff. And it's not necessarily that I need to see like peen and boobs and drugs and all of that. But
speak for yourself.
I am definitely.
Kevin loves the peen.
In those moments, if it's called for and it like, continues the story, then absolutely. We just got finished watching Welcome to Derry.
It's so scary.
Loved it.
It's so good. And you would never see that, even after 10 o'clock. Like, AMC wouldn't pick that up. That's too much.
Mean a baby flying around murdering a theater full of children? That's not something you would see? You know what I mean? AMC?
Just blood everywhere and just things just exploding and popping. But it was so good. It almost felt like an 8-hour-long It movie.
Yeah.
You know? And
it was great.
I was even thinking that, like, this is where we're at.
Like, I think Will Trent, for instance, is a freaking tremendous show. I think if it aired first on Hulu, a lot more people would be paying attention to it than the fact that it's airing first on ABC. Networks are definitely like the sad stepchildren of the media universe right now.
Well, speaking of sad stepchildren, Laurel, she tries to engage Benson in a discussion about hate. And Benson references like how she beat Lewis with a metal bar. Okay, fan service.
He had it coming.
And then Laurel says this about hate.
It bubbles and bubbles until it spreads down your legs and your toes and your arms and your fingers. Hatred, pure and simple. And it spreads until you have to do something or it will eat you alive.
That's not hate, that's diarrhea. So there is this subtext about wanting a father's attention. Laurel says it was her, but it was actually her sister.
There's nothing to tell.
Tell me how you unbuttoned that extra button of your blouse when he was in the room. How you ran across the living room in your panties when you knew his eyes weren't on the TV.
Is that what you did, Laurel?
My question is, do you think she really needed to try that hard?
All of that like gave me like the cringiest willy. Like I was just so uncomfortable listening to her complain like a pick-me that like my sister is the one that was routinely getting raped, but aren't I pretty too? And I was just, the whole thing, I was just like, oh my God, all like everything just gross. Like I felt so, I don't know. It was so uncomfortable.
My very uncomfortable thought was, how hot was this dad? That like, he's doing this horrible thing to your sister and you're like, man, I wish that were me. Like that's where my head went because these are in fact fake people.
Fake people, that's
on
right.
a fake television show. But like the ick and also the word panties, I fucking hate it. Stop saying it on this show, please. Stop.
On what show?
On the
rape show?
No, you stopped saying it on this show.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so back to the panties.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, I'm sorry. Sorry. Boy, I will just say
I did think it like some of her story to me started to fall apart. Obviously, when the details were changing, but also when she said, "Well, when did it start?" Olivia asked her when it started, and she said, "Oh, when I was 6." And she's like, "Well, how long did it go on to?" She's like, "Until forever." Where it was like it just felt like so fabricated, and it made it feels so even more icky and cringy that she would fabricate all of this because she wanted her father's attention.
This is the thing about this whole scene. Olivia Benson, as a character, has this habit of taking the most absurd thing that a victim or witness says. Like, they say, I think something happened to me, but I woke up in a submarine surrounded by teddy bears. She'll be like, oh, that's very common. That happens all the time. That's what she always says to all these victims, or when she's on the stand, right? That happens all the time.
You're not alone.
You're not alone. The fact that she would start doubting this person, how much bullshit does there have to be for Olivia Benson to start doubting this person? Because she thinks everything happens all the time.
Some of the writing, I can see where they're trying to put this puzzle and drop little breadcrumbs for us. One of the things is the sweatshirt, the Harvard sweatshirt. Dad went to like a reunion at Harvard and came back with a souvenir sweatshirt, which seems kind of odd, like that would be the time he would start passing around. But Roberta, you know how you know someone went to Harvard?
Yeah, they'll tell you.
They'll tell you, exactly.
They'll buy you a sweatshirt.
They'll buy you a sweatshirt.
I have a Harvard sweatshirt because, again, Mr. Wonderful.
He went to Harvard?
He did.
You know how we know that? Because he told you.
Because he told you.
There's stickers on things. There's all the things.
My God.
I wore a Harvard sweatshirt one time and somebody said, "Oh, did you go to Harvard?" I said, "No, my boyfriend did. I'm just repping the brand."
That's right.
If I didn't know any better, I would think that maybe that your boyfriend is Laurel and Leah's father.
Oh, no, he's not.
But he's not.
It's got lines up.
Definitely
I don't know.
Not.
He's not.
What's his alibi for the past 40 years?
He is not.
He was not in New York. I'll tell you that.
He's not in New York then. Okay.
Apparently, that dad was very appealing.
He's allergic to calamari, so he can't possibly.
He's got this, Greg Harvey just has like zaddy energy.
100%.
There you go.
100%.
Yeah.
Silver fox.
Mm-hmm.
So Leah gets the sweatshirt, and there's a whole thing about paint. She's you got paint all over the sweatshirt, and God, I'm hoping that's paint.
Yeah.
And it isn't daddy juice.
Oh, stop it.
Ew.
I'm just saying,
It was blue paint.
It was blue paint.
But she did say there were white streaks. But no, it's blue paint.
Yeah.
We're going to stick with blue paint and a bad paint
Let's go with blue paint. It's fucking weird.
She had a lot of details from that kind of stuff. That's when I started going, uh-oh.
Oh, no.
I think there's some not good stuff happening here.
Nope. Real bad.
Well, the episode is called Something Happened, and nothing happened.
But something did, just not that day. This is like a bottle episode. Like most of the episode was in the interrogation room. Very, very rarely did they leave. I mean, there was a little bit of like street stuff and a little bit of like in the office and stuff. But the majority of the episode took place with Olivia. It was very Olivia heavy. And it was in that interrogation room. And there was not a lot of other stuff. So,
right.
Yeah, again, that's an award-seeking episode too, where you're focusing on the writing and the acting.
There were wings, though.
And the wings.
Hey everybody, it's Babs from Brunch with Babs. And do I have a tip for you? If you share my passion for classic style and joyful living, you're going to love Birch Lane. Their timeless furniture and decor is carefully crafted to bring joy to your home for years to come, just like the memories you make there. Plus, it's delivered fast and free. Shop my hand-picked Birch Lane collection and more classic styles at birchlane.com.
Had the time of my life. I never felt this way before.
From building timelines to assigning the right people and even spotting risks across dozens of projects, Monday Sidekick knows your business, thinks ahead, and takes action. One click on the star and consider it done.
And I owe it all to you.
Try Monday Sidekick. AI you'll love to use on Monday.com.
Come to DSW for the shoes, stay for the fun. Because, let's be honest, if shoe shopping isn't fun, are you even doing it right? So go ahead, try something new. Try something different. Good different. Try something that feels like you. The real you. And then definitely brag about it later. Because at DSW, you've got unlimited freedom to play. Find the shoes that get you. at prices that get your budget at DSW stores or at DSW.com. Let us surprise you.
All right, let's take a look at the real-life story that inspired this episode.
Oh, my
It's
God.
time for Rip from the Headlines.
You think you know who did it. You think you know who did it. But you don't know who did it. You don't know who did it. Rip from the headlines.
This episode takes some cues from the life of Crystal Mangum. In 1996, the teenager told police she'd been kidnapped and raped by her ex-boyfriend and his two chums, claims she later backed away from. Her mum and dad were split as to whether her tale was true. Mangum later accused her husband of threatening to kill her, charges that were dropped when she skipped court. Mangum worked as a stripper in Durham, North Carolina, and in 2006, she was hired by the Duke lacrosse team to perform at a party. She arrived intoxicated, had a row with 3 team captains, and ended up scrapping with another dancer. When police nicked her, she accused the athletes of raping her. The story caused a national furor, but DNA evidence cleared the Duke players and the charges were dropped. In April 2011, Mangum was arrested after stabbing her boyfriend multiple times. Before he died, Reginald Day said he'd been running away from her, but Mangum claimed she acted in self-defense. The jury agreed with the prosecution, and the judge sentenced her to 14 to 17 years in prison. In a 2024 podcast, Crystal Mangum admitted to making up the Duke lacrosse rape story and asked for forgiveness. She'll be released from the state penitentiary in February.
Okay, so I will just say that no, that is not actually what inspired this episode of SVU. I apologize. I just believe the internet too much when it tells me that's what it is. It obviously has nothing to do with that. They do have in the SVU episode the disclaimer that it's not inspired by any real events, which is always wink, wink. It's inspired by real events, and this is the disclaimer. So anyway, it's not the first time I've been burned by this certain website that's telling me what...
maybe do better research, Kevin.
Yeah, maybe watch the whole thing first, right?
The only thing that is similar is possibly false rape charges.
Right.
Like that she accused the Harvey guy of raping her when in fact it wasn't rape at all.
Yeah.
She fantasized and romanticized it as, this is my dad. He smells like my dad. He's got similar characteristics. I'm in this spiral right now. I'm having sex with him consensually.
Yes.
She admitted to killing him after he was sleeping. And so she maybe just raged out. She said she's lying there looking at the paint, made her think of the dad, the sweatshirt, the instance, the not ever being picked. I wrote down what she said. It was so gross. I just wanted him to love me. Why wouldn't he? And it's like, that's not love. So somewhere in her life, she conflated sex and love.
Which is trauma.
And then it's trauma, right? So she's assuming my dad loves her more because this is what he's doing. And then she snaps and kills this man who smells like her dad and is wearing a watch like her dad and has shitty paint in his house like the dad, and completely disassociates and forgets all about it until Olivia starts chipping away.
Right.
Well, since Cy went to all the trouble of voicing the story of Crystal Mangum, let's talk about that for a little bit here.
Okay.
So, look, in a world where women are already not believed, how do we reconcile what it means to have a high-profile case with a legitimate false rape accusation?
Let me just say, the manosphere loves to talk about the Duke rape hoax. They love it. It comes up all the time. Every time you see anything about a thing online, you'll see some person come in and be like, oh, just like that lawyer who represented that victim who pretended that she was raped by those the Duke rape hoax is the most manosphere fantasy thing that they point to every single time. Right now with those patriots who've been accused of domestic assault, we're seeing the Duke rape case once again being invoked everywhere. They love it. They absolutely love it.
I mean, it's not good for the cause, right? Because it doesn't mean that we need to believe women less. It just gives a talking point to the people who don't want to believe. It gives them, how about Duke, the Duke lacrosse thing.
Right.
So before this Duke incident, Mangum was arrested after stealing the taxi cab of a guy she gave a lap dance to, and then led police on a high-speed chase on the wrong side of the road and nearly ran over a cop. And I'm starting to think she has impulse control problems.
Yeah. Yeah. Some people are troubled.
Some people are troubled.
She doesn't seem like, don't you think, Roberta, she seems like somebody, I don't know her. I don't know much about this. Like trauma is sort of coming through in some way. In
Absolutely.
This story, right? Yeah.
Yeah. In the months before she stabbed Reginald Day to death, she was arrested for attempted murder on her previous boyfriend, Milton Walker. She threw his clothes in the bathtub and set them on fire and nearly burned down the entire building with her 9-year-old daughter inside.
Jesus.
And so she was convicted and sentenced to 88 days time served, assuming that she would never try to murder a boyfriend again. And yet she did.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Tough.
This is bad. This is bad. Like,
it was a heavy episode. It was like Upton Sinclair muckraking. It was like very like dark.
The Harlem Globetrotters did not make an appearance in this episode.
I do have a question.
They're coming
This
to
is
town.
not a victim blaming question, I swear. But if you meet somebody and you find out that their last relationship ended with throwing a bunch of clothing in a bathtub and setting it on fire, are you immediately like, let's go out?
No.
I am not.
Not a red flag for me.
This is a troubling person. This
Yeah.
is obviously a troubled person who was very good at convincing people that she was not a troubled person.
Yeah. Things that didn't used to be red flags to me are absolutely red flags to me now. So it's like it's a very, very, very fine tightrope.
Yep.
Does that have anything to do with being in a multi-level marketing scheme?
A little bit having to do
Yeah.
with cults and coercive control and scams and all that. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And everything I've
Gotcha.
learned since.
Yes.
It's a tightrope.
So the Duke Lacrosse case, it was later determined that the Durham County DA, Mike Nifong, conspired with the crime lab to withhold the DNA evidence that exonerated the lacrosse players. He was disbarred and was sent to jail for 1 day for contempt of court. And when he showed up at the jail, he was wearing a Harvard sweatshirt asking, "Who's my daddy?"
Oh, stop it.
That's going to do it for us. We want to thank our guest, Roberta Blevins. Roberta, where can our listeners follow you online?
You can find me at The Real Roberta Blevins or at our podcast, Life After MLM, where you can listen to that wherever you get your podcasts.
And Rebecca Lavoie, how can our listeners follow you?
You can find me at The Real Roberta Blevins. She's got a ton of TikTok followers, by the way. I just want to grab onto that a little bit.
Yes. And be sure to follow us and like us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, X, and Blue Sky. Our newsreader was Cy Frater. Our theme music was composed and performed by Uncanny Valley's content assistance from Travis Roy. Lily Flynn handles promotions. All clips in this podcast were used in compliance with the U.S. Copyrights Act, fair use exemption for criticism and commentary. Go to lawandorderpodcast.com and sign up for our newsletter for a chance to be our next Law & Order Marathon winner. These Are Their Stories was recorded in Studio C and is a production of Partners in Crime Media.
Partners in Crime Media.
Hey everybody, it's Babs. I am so excited to tell you about Birch Lane, a brand that shares my passion for classic style and joyful living. Their classic furniture and decor helps you celebrate it all, from big holiday gatherings to everyday moments at home. Each piece is carefully crafted and delivered fast and free so you can celebrate what matters most. Shop my hand-picked Birch Lane collection and more classic styles at birchlane.com.